we are going to talk about something that we all have been very scared about throughout our lives. That is grammar. Now, before we start with grammar, what I want you to understand is grammar and math go very similar. Before I begin the grammar class, I want you to think of any 3 sentences in your own mother tongue, that is Hindi. I want you to think of any 3 sentences in Hindi. For example, मुझे भूख लगी है. 1. Number 2, आज सोमवार है. And number 3, Abhi, you have 3 sentences in Hindi. Now, what I want you to do is translate each of these sentences into English. So, the first one would be, I am hungry. मुझे भूख लगी है is nothing but I am hungry. आज सोमवार है, that is today is Monday. And दिल्ली भारत की राजधानी है, that is Delhi is the capital of India. Now, if you notice each of these sentences, the verb in the sentence, that is the action word, comes somewhere in the end of the Hindi sentences and in the middle of the English sentences. For example, you have your verb here in Hindi, whereas the English verb is here. You have your verb here in Hindi, whereas your English verb is here. You have your verb here in Hindi, hai, and the English verb is here. Now, what I want you to understand is, while Hindi sentences are of this order, S-O-V, that is subject, object and verb, English sentences are of a very different order, that is S-V-O, where the subject of the sentence is the first item in the sentence, followed by the verb and finally the object. Now, while learning any language, what I want you to understand is, what do you talk in terms of? What do you speak in terms of? Do you just throw words in the air, or do you throw words combined in a string together in the air? For example, do you talk in terms of just single words, or do you talk in terms of sentences? Which brings me to the chapter of sentences. Now, what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that make complete sense. Now, I want you to note 2 things here, a group of words and making complete sense. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. So, it has to have 2 clauses fulfilled. 1, group of words. 2, complete sense. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to make 10 sentences of your own, taking any sort of topic or any sort of words that you like. My sentence would be, the sun rises from the west. Now, if you see, here is a group of words, 6 words in total, forming a sentence that makes complete meaning. So, here we have the sun rises from the east. Now, there are other parts of a sentence. For example, there is always something that the sentence is talking about. There is always the component of a hero of a sentence or the topic of a sentence. For example, here, what is the sentence talking about? The sun. So, the sun is your subject of the sentence. And the rest is your predicate. Now, predicates is a group of words usually that tells us what is being talked about, the subject. So basically you have a subject or the hero of a sentence, and the predicate is all the information that has been given about this subject.